most of the people I know that are sober also found God.
That's the thing with like AA is like AA like I'm not gonna trash it too hard because it
Yeah.
definitely helps people, but like
Hmm.
AA is also kind of a racket for like Christianity.
Yeah, I've noticed that. And a lot of free rehab are have like Bible study and like prayer sessions,
I think the
and
thing
that's the thing.
is
It's like, oh well, it's free rehab, so like
I think the thing is like when you're an addict, you have to replace the thing with something else. And
uh
I think that's why religion is able to slot so easily into addiction treatment is because it just becomes it becomes the alternative to dedicate your life to rather than the substance that you're addicted to.
no, that makes sense. I've always thought that.
Yeah, because like I've gone through like addiction counseling before, and they've basically said they're like, oh, you need to replace it with something else and something more positive. And I'm like, oh, okay. Have you tried the Lord? Yes, I have. It doesn't work for me. I'd rather just go and play Fallout for like 10 hours at a time.
Same thing.
We are not going to panic.
Look at this guy, he's a giant robot.
Shut the fuck up when grown men's is crying.
Great idea! Great idea!
What am I, fucking magician, man?
Am I some kind of fucking magician, man?
An icosahedron.
I icosahedron every day.
Sometimes twice a day.
Captain James T. Kirk once said, "May the force be with you."
What the heck even happened to you, man? Time to big brain.
What is the airwolf of trains?
Welcome to episode 157 of the Blockbrothers show. It's your favorite podcast where we review a different random episode of a finished or canceled TV show every week. And here we are. I am one of your hosts, NeoCal, and I am joined by the prestigious, dare I say notorious, Siege.
The notorious.
Infamous? Notorious? That implies
Infamous.
villainy. Yeah, that implies villainy of some.
Infamous. I like that video game.
I like that video game too. Sometimes I imagine I have electricity parkour powers.
You know what? They recast the main character, the voice actor, Cole, in the second one because apparently the developers didn't like his gruff, like Solid Snake thing that the original voice actor was doing in the first game. I actually liked it more than the guy they replaced him with.
Take that, Infamous of PlayStation 3 notoriety.
Take that, 17-year-old video game.
Only 17? It feels older somehow.
2009.
Shit. I liked the very short one that came out. What was it? She had like neon powers. It only took like four. It's like a 4-hour game.
Oh, yeah. First Light. Infamous First Light.
One of the games I actually like played on like I think that was a PS4.
PS4,
exclusive. Yeah. I was like, hey, I like this. Very short, nice. She made like neon graffiti.
There was another on the PS3, there was another like standalone expansion for Infamous 2 called Festival of Blood that was Halloween themed, and Cole had bat powers, which was pretty fun.
You know, the element of bat.
The element of bat. Yeah, the element of blood. Ooh.
And Second Son was fire. Second Son. What was his? Because they're like the in-universe way their mutant powers worked was like quite interesting. It was like they were like a conduit for a type of energy.
Right.
And Second Son, I just remember things exploding, and he was edgy and wore like a hoodie.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one very much. Never finished
You
it.
know what else is edgy? Extreme Dinosaurs.
The extreme dinosaurs have waited 65 million years to fossilize those raptor slime.
Something's really rocking on planet number 3. Modern man's got prehistoric company. A colossal fossil feud, unlike anything before, between the reckless raptors and the extreme dinosaurs. Extreme dinosaurs. Tails that snap like thunderclaps, talking, stalking, raptor traps. Extreme dinosaurs. The classic and Jurassic form. Extreme dinosaurs.
And after some hot action, nothing like a hot lunch. Extreme Dinosaurs.
Available from Anchor Bay Entertainment, wherever quality videos are sold, or call 1-800-745-1145.
Extreme! Man, the
Extreme.
90s were so extreme.
If you were to ask me, the 90s, one word, it would have to be extreme.
But it wouldn't be extreme spelled this way, though. It'd be
an X and then a hyphen. Yeah.
Extreme.
So,
like the X Games on MTV.
Like the X Games. So we got a little Extreme Dinosaurs. So if you are like me, you're like, what the hell is Extreme Dinosaurs? Yes, it was probably mostly meant to sell toys. An animated series.
I don't know that the show actually had
1997.
toys, honestly.
Oh, well, it's based on the toy line from Mattel, right?
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Today I learned. This show was definitely riding the wave of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was really big in the 90s.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
We've even covered some shows in the past on this very podcraft that were part of that wave, like Biker Mice from Mars.
Biker Mice from Mars. I think this is a spin-off of, or around the same time as what was it? Street Sharks.
Street Sharks was a little earlier, but this is definitely in the
Earlier.
same vein.
I remember I liked Street Sharks.
We should cover that sometime.
We should. It feels like no, that was Biker Mice from Mars we covered. Yeah.
We should do a programming block called like Animal Friends. That is just like that is just like
anthropomorphic radical.
That is just like shows that were trying to basically ape the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, it'd be like Street Sharks, Creepy Crawlers. We've covered a bunch of them already, like Mummies Alive, Biker Mice from Mars, Extreme Dinosaurs, but there's always more.
There's always more. Oh, SWAT Cats.
Oh,
which was
we covered
Patreon
SWAT
pick.
Cats.
Yeah.
Did we ever cover Samurai Pizza Cats?
Not yet.
Really? Okay. I was gonna say I feel like we have, but no, we haven't.
There's a Samurai Pizza Cats video game coming out soon.
What? In the year of our Lord?
Or
2026?
I don't know. I first heard about it like 2 years ago. It might even be out now. Samurai Pizza Cats. Oh yeah. Who do you call when you want some pepperoni? Let's see. Oh, upcoming. No, it's not out yet.
Blast from the past. Okay. Is there a release date to be announced? Okay, it's like a
2026.
It's a charming looking like beat 'em up. Oh, and it's actually got like that kind of like CRT. Okay, this actually looks very cute.
Yeah.
How it plays will matter most, though.
Definitely.
We shall see. Because a game can look kind of meh, but then as soon as you like pick it up and like see how it like feels.
I'll talk about this more when we end up covering Samurai Pizza Cats in earnest later on, because I guarantee we will end up reviewing the show at some point.
Oh, definitely.
This show, Samurai Pizza Cats, actually debuted in Canada years before it debuted in the US. Like, I remember watching it on YTV back in, like, 1992, 1993, and it didn't debut in the US until 96 or 97.
So W Canada for Samurai Pizza Cats.
Yep, we got it first.
So, Extreme Dinosaurs. You got your good guys. We got T-Boyne. T-Boyne. T-Bone.
T-Boyne.
T-Boyne.
We got T-Boyne.
T-Boyne and Spoik.
T-Boyne, mate.
T-Boyne, mate. So T-Bone, he's a Tyrannosaurus. I think he looks dumb because his head is too big. And I get it. Tyrannosaurus is mostly a giant head.
Real quick. We are reviewing episode 36, Jinxed, because we put it through the old random number generator, the episode count through the old random number generator, as we always do, and we landed on episode 36, which was Jinxed, which originally aired on October 20th, 1997. Anyway, you were saying T-Boyne.
1997, October 20th. Must have been fun. So, T-Boyne.
Voiced by...
McNeil.
Voiced by Scotty McNeil.
He's the leader. We got Spike, Triceratops. I like Spike.
Part of the
they have one broken
Blockbrothers
horn.
Hall of Fame.
What is that? Kus Mankuma, Stegs.
Kusa Mankuma, interestingly enough, I Googled him because I recognized that last name. He is the son of Blue Mankuma, who voiced Tigatron on Beast Wars.
I was going to ask. I was like, what are the chances of that last name?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So, I thought that was a little cool connection.
I think that's cool, too. We're big fans of Tigatron here.
Blue Mankuma also played Sergeant Reed in live action on the mid-90s RoboCop TV show. Which we covered.
Right.
Which we covered on
this,
this
podcast. That's right. Hell yeah.
Stegs
is a Stegosaurus. I think Stegs is cool too. Voiced by Sam Vincent. Canadian voice actor. Well, I mean, a lot of them are. Bullseye.
Yes, judging by the voice cast of this show, this was very much a Vancouver in the mid-90s.
That's
voice production.
You can kind of tell, not just because you can recognize the voice actors, which you can in this, right? Yeah. But you can tell by the casting that you're like, oh, okay, this is like mid-90s, like Vancouver production.
Yeah.
Based on like who's in it. Bullseye is voiced by Jason Gray Stanford. They're a Pteranodon. And Hard Rock, an ankylosaurus from an alternate reality inhabited by mutated dinosaurs. We don't meet him yet.
Yeah, I was going to say,
or at least he wasn't in
the episode.
Yeah, he's not in this episode. We get different human side characters. Who was the blue chick? She was like a Vulcan. She had like blue skin.
I don't know. Thought she was kind of hot though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw that and I'm like, Christopher's gonna think this chick's hot. There's a blue Vulcan chick who like seems to like know how to use technology and is helping.
There was a
the
post
dinosaurs.
There was a post on a Star Trek subreddit recently that was like, what would you do if you woke up and if you suddenly woke up and were Captain Kirk for a day? And my response was, find the nearest Orion bitch I can find.
As is tradition. So, those are the dinosaurs. They're the good guys. They're trying to stop the raptors.
Who apparently aren't dinosaurs.
Who are
because
kind
they call
of dinosaurs, but...
They call the good guys dinosaurs, but then they call the bad guys the raptors.
The raptors, yeah. Porcupine Duvall, a paleontologist and owner of a private dinosaur museum, which the extreme dinosaurs inhabit as their lair, is voiced by Gary Chalk.
Sounds like voiced by Gary Chalk, but Porcupine
He's not
Duvall,
in the episode yet.
No, he isn't. He is in the episode. He's the guy with like the steel like teeth.
No. Gary Chalk voices Porcupine Duval, which is like the owner of their dinosaur
Oh, right.
museum, and Bad Rap, which is
He
like the
also,
leader of the bad guys.
Big Time Gary also voices in this particular episode, also voices the J. Jonah Jameson type character who is like Miss Cleo's like boss at the newspaper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So much like anything that has Gary Chalk or Scott McNeil, they're going to have like 2-3 like characters.
Real quick, I was gonna say Porcupine Duval sounds like the name of a porn director.
It does. Welcome to XX Extreme Dinosaurs by Porcupine Duval. So the velociraptors or raptors are determined to conquer Earth or change its climate by increasing the pace of which global warming happens to fit their like normal like climate. Which is, I think, fucking hilarious that the bad guys are like speeding up like global warming. It's very 90s, giving a shit about the planet.
Actually caring about the environment, yeah. It was very much in the wake of the environmental movement in children's media.
Reduce,
in the late
reuse,
80s,
recycle. Yeah.
In the late 80s.
Use less water.
Early to mid 90s. Interesting that Scotty McNeil doesn't voice one of the Raptors since that's, I mean, that the guy's experienced in that voicing Raptors.
I know. A particular raptor of the infamous variety.
A particular raptor of eye lasers fame.
But it's actually Gary Chalk who voices the leader of the Raptors,
which honestly took me out of it because I'm sorry, love Gary Chalk.
Me too.
We interviewed him on an episode of Too Much Energon a few years ago, our Beast Wars podcast. Go check it out. We interviewed Gary Chalk. Lovely man. I don't buy him as a villain.
It's hard for me to...
At least
when
not
he's like, all right, Raptors, let's get out of here.
At least not the voice that he's doing in this role. Like when he's voicing Herr Doctor in Reboot. Yeah, okay, I kind of buy it. I'm like, as like kind
I
of
always
like
forget that's him.
As like kind of like a bumbling like villain, but like as like the leader of like the bad guy faction. I'm sorry, Gary. I don't buy it.
A couple of times I was like, I don't know. I don't know, Primal. I think that maybe you're really a good guy. So it would take me out too, especially when the leader of the good guys is T-Bone, right? The Tyrannosaurus, right? And that's by Scott McNeil. And he sounds like this.
They should have swapped.
And then the leader of the bad guy, that's what I was gonna get to. Yeah. The leader of the bad guys is like, all right, Raptors, let's get out of here. And I'm like, I think you guys should have swapped.
Yeah.
Because the leader of the dinosaurs, T-Boyne, sounds gravelly and kind of like a bad guy. And the leader of the Raptors, Bad Rap, great names, by the way. Because they're the Raptors. His name is Bad Rap.
We know Scotty can voice villains because he's done it many times. Gary just has too heroic sounding of a voice.
It's slower. It's smoother. It's heroic sounding. Yeah. All right. Time to steal the global warming device, Raptors. Yeah, boss. Yeah. We're going to heat up the planet. It's weird. It's weird from growing up with him being Primal and other good guys to him being like, all right, time to get rid of these dinosaurs.
Yeah. Hax was voiced by Lee Talker.
Yeah.
Who I think did the voice of Depth Charge.
Yeah, he's a
in Beast
Canadian
Wars.
voice actor too. Like he's a Vancouver.
Or no.
Yeah.
He did the voice of Ravage.
Oh, he's Ravage.
Covert Agent Ravage.
Hmm.
Good range.
One thing
on
about
that
the
guy.
Raptors is they all have like cybernetic enhancements.
Mm-hmm.
They all have like blades or like metal jaws or teeth or something like that.
Spitor,
And, Spitor.
which is
fuck is
actually the name. Spitor. More
Oh, that's
Beast
one of
Wars
the Raptors.
connections. Yeah. One of the Raptors, Spitor. Spitor was also the name. You remember in Beast Wars Second, the like frog guy, whatever his name
Mhm.
was, Diver. It was Diver.
Diver.
His U.S. name was Spitor for the toy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so fun little unintentional Beast Wars connection there.
Coincidence? I think so. So let's jump into the episode. We
sure,
spent
yeah.
a lot of time on like who's voicing who, because that's of interest here.
Well,
One
and
thing
I think
will point out. Go
for
ahead.
me, I think anyway, the voice acting is the most standout thing about this show.
It's quite good. And this show as a whole stands out immensely to last week's toy line, last week's 20-minute toy commercial.
Yeah.
So we treated it as a toy commercial. But with this show, to get through the beats of the actual episode, Bullseye, he's the pteranodon who flies. They find out that he calls into a psychic hotline.
Yeah.
Okay, so folks,
Calls up Miss Cleo. We all remember Miss Cleo.
So
those of us of a certain age.
We are millennials. And if you do not immediately know who Miss Cleo is, then you were not born from
rip
you were not born. Absolutely, rip in peace, legend. I'm sure there's some terrible stuff about her, but I'm
sure
into her. Yeah, like every celebrity,
like everyone.
Like basically fucking everyone.
You dig deep enough, you're gonna find some shit.
As long as she's not like out there, if Miss Cleo's not in the Trump Epstein files eating babies, that's good enough for me. Anyways, Miss Cleo. So
next episode of Internet Today with Ricky and Elliot. Miss Cleo implicated in the Epstein files.
So I do know this. Miss Cleo faked a Jamaican accent. And her whole thing was call me now and I'll give you a free reading, right? And am I allowed to do that? I don't even know. I'm imitating Miss Cleo, who was using a fake accent. So I
think she was going for like a Louisiana, like the Bayou.
Oh, is that what she was going for? Yeah, because what I did was Miss Cleo.
Yeah,
didn't really sound Jamaican, but yeah, she was going for, and her thing was kind of like a spiritualist, like a Louisiana, like
I think she was going for like a Bayou, like hoodoo
witch doctor
like,
or voodoo
type thing.
Or so the 90s was on the tail end of the spiritualist movement. Westerners adopting like yoga, healing crystals, and Eastern like medicinal practices and being open to that stuff. So if your mom like has a bunch of crystals, went to do like palm reading or has visited like psychics, you probably know who Miss Cleo was. As far as I don't think there's really anything like that. Like what a cultural episode this is of like a time period. Like,
well, I mean, and the notion of calling 900 numbers is not really a thing anymore.
So let's unravel this. This is why I liked this episode. In the 90s and maybe a bit into the 2000s, and I wasn't old enough for in the 80s, but I imagine that too. But particularly the 90s, you could call 900 numbers, and very often it was like pay a certain amount per minute. Some were like video game like tip lines. I shit you not, like where you could call like game pros had like a a number. And was it GamePro? At
There was
least that
there
one.
was the Nintendo tip line.
Thank you. I was trying to think of that in my head and I was stuttering. Nintendo tip line. And for like $5 a minute, you talk to a video game expert to like get through certain parts of video. What a wildly different time.
Yeah.
Imagine like getting mad at your kid for them spending like $30 because they talked to somebody to like get through like a level of Sonic. Right?
Well,
like
the modern equivalent to that, I think, is your kid racking up like hundreds of dollars on your credit card buying Fortnite skins on your iPhone.
buying Fort bucks, buying what are they? Fortnite currency. What V bucks. Yeah.
V-Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, the equivalent. Good point. So I guess like kind of same, kind of not.
Yeah.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, man.
But still, like, in the notion of like calling 900 numbers for things like, you know, video game tips or a psychic hotline
a
or
psychic reading
for a prayer.
Oh, I forgot about the
Christianity.
huge
Christianity was
evangelical movement.
Yeah,
in
that
the
was
90s
huge
and
in the
80s.
90s. Yeah, in the 80s and 90s, and you could
call
900 numbers
about that.
to get someone to pray for you.
And they take like all your money, and it was like $5 a minute or
Yeah.
more, right? And your grandma would have like $200 bills to. Oh man, I'm getting like.
And she'd be
flashbacks
all
to the
impressed
trailer
with
park.
herself because she called and got them to pray for you.
Oh, that's right.
And you're just like,
and also the money completely goes to the church's.
and you're just like, thanks, Grandma.
Pocket.
Would have been better if you had just given me that $200, but
That's blasphemy. You're gonna be thankful for that $5 in your birthday gift card. God damn it.
yeah.
Did I just like give a whole bunch of listeners like nostalgia, like headache?
I feel like we may have
Imagine.
unlocked a very like hyper specific
millennial
memory for some.
Opening that and seeing green instead of like purple. So Canadians, green is a 20.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not going to see red. You're not going to see 50 in there from grandma, but maybe like two purples, $10 bills, and like a green.
It's usually blue.
And then, but it's usually blue.
Or
$5
brown. Or if you're old enough, brown. $2 bill.
bills.
Yeah.
And a robin on it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. I have one.
It was like a
around here
reddish.
somewhere as a
It's like a
keepsake.
reddish brown.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh.
Yeah, that's right, folks.
Wilfred
We're old
Laurier,
enough
right.
that we remember $2 Canadian bills.
$2 Canadian bills. So to get back to the episode, if you do not listen to us for nostalgia, then why are you here? It's not because you watched Extreme Dinosaurs.
Well, maybe. I mean, Extreme Dinosaurs is readily available on Tubi, as it has been for many years now.
Hell yeah. That's how we watched it. So right away, he's talking, and his roommates / the other dinosaurs are like, hey, I need the phone. Get off the phone.
The other Ninja Turtles.
The other Ninja Turtles, yeah. So, folks, you had one landline. And to their credit, at least this one's wireless, which probably means it only has a 10-minute battery life anyway. If that. And he's flying, and the others are like, come on, I need to use the phone. And I find that so hilarious. I'm like, what do the other dinosaurs need the phone for? And it's quite clear that Miss Madame
Cleo.
Wulenska, or Miss Cleo.
I'm just going to call her Miss Cleo.
Yeah. Hotline for advice convinces him that he's jinxed. But as she's saying this, it's quite clear that her setup is like she's a big phony, right?
Miss Cleo in this episode, who is not like from the bayou, but is giving me more
Eastern
Romani,
European.
Romani
Yeah.
vibes from her.
Yeah,
her
she's
look.
got like Romani, like she's very coded
Yeah.
and like drawn and sounds like that. And she's threatened by Gary Chalk. So she has a crystal ball, but
Right,
it's
the-
also FaceTime.
Gary Chalk as J. Jonah Jameson as
So
I
J.
mentioned
Jonah
earlier.
Jameson is the like capitalistic like network boss. And he goes,
I want pictures of dinosaurs on my desk by 9 a.m. tomorrow.
By 9 a.m. tomorrow, or you're fired. It's like, hey, Miss Wolenska, you need a gimmick, or otherwise you're getting out of here. Every psychic has a gimmick. And she's like, and she's been talking to this guy, and she finds out like that Bullseye is claiming to be a dinosaur. What is funnier to me is that she believes him. She's like, wait, you can fly? And oh, wait, like you're a dinosaur. And so she's like, oh, I've got it. My stick is going to be a dinosaur's.
Tell me, when
And
is
he's
your
like,
birthday?
I love it.
Oh, I don't remember what day exactly I was hatched. And she's like, hatched? What the fuck are you talking about?
And it's like, oh, you're going to travel on an airplane soon. And he's like, oh, I don't need an airplane because I can fly. And she's like, what? You were hatched and you can fly? And so she's piecing it together, even though he thinks he's being clever by not letting her know that he's a dinosaur. He's quite obviously a dinosaur. So there's an antagonist. I imagine he's recurring. The antagonist is a bumbling journalist.
He's the Eddie Brock, basically.
There we go.
If we keep the Spider-Man analogies going, he's Eddie Brock, basically.
So Eddie is like, and overhears her talking to this guy, and he must be familiar that there are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Fighting the good fight. And he ends up breaking into her studio where she does all of this.
The newspaper that they work at is called Weekly Weirdness News, which I found was kind of funny because of Internet Today,
Weekly
Ricky
Weird
and
News.
Elliot. Weekly Weird News, yeah.
I was like, oh shit, Weekly Weirdness News by Ricky and Elliot. So I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
He puts up like a listening device, a bug, if you will, in her office, and is like, heh, can't wait. I think it's funny. He goes, testing, and he tests it, right? And then he puts it under the table. I'm like, no, you want to put it under the table and then test it. Like, you're a terrible spy.
Yeah.
I also think it's funny later when he's like, haha, I'm going to get away with this. He runs like down the hall and immediately begins processing the photographs in a red room. Okay, so folks, photography.
Who amongst us has actually developed photographs before?
Not me.
Because I have. Actually, I have.
Oh, I would send them in.
I did it in
Like,
high school.
Mine would be at. Oh, sorry, I did do that in high school.
Yeah, it was a school project. We developed photographs.
The reason red light was used was because that light didn't. Oh, what was the reason again for the red rooms and the
It's called the
when the
dark room.
images were setting? Yeah, the dark room. Why was the only light? Why was the light bulb in there red? I can't remember it. It didn't. It ruined the photographs.
I can't remember exactly. It was the only type of light that wouldn't expose the photo.
The wavelength was long enough, short enough. Something about the red light didn't overexpose the
right, because
the
you would
photos.
You would bathe the photo in this like developing fluid. I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what it was. I was just going to ask you. Do you remember what that stuff was?
But then
clear.
But then you would
hang them.
It was probably just rubbing alcohol, honestly. But then you would put it under light to expose it.
And like dry it out.
There would be like lamps, like these little like lamps, and they would be like white light. And you would put the photos underneath of them to expose them. Not for very long, and then you would hang them up.
That's right. That's right. I'm
And
like
then you
getting
would hang them up.
flashbacks to elementary.
And yeah, I did this like fucking 25 years ago.
So professionals still probably do this stuff. It's probably a hobby by now.
Oh,
More
absolutely.
like a hobby than it is a necessity.
Well, I mean,
This
in the
was
age
96.
in the age of digital photography, yeah, I the only people actually like manually developing photos
Are
are just
hobbyists.
enthusiasts. Yeah.
Yeah, enthusiasts. Yeah. So at this point in history, dear listener, you either had like the instant film that you sent away to get developed, or you did it yourself. People may have had like no no key. There were some cell phones, but like not that many people had them, and there weren't digital cameras yet.
Well, and people had Polaroids too.
And people had like Polaroids, yeah. But like just taking a picture of something,
I remember when I was
time, you couldn't like
totally different
upload
time.
things onto for like hundreds or thousands of people to see in any fast amount or any reasonable real time without going through. Man, I guess we're that old, huh? Like you would have to like develop it yourself, send it off, or take a pic. How would you get a
I
Polaroid
remember
onto the internet?
scanner.
Scan it?
Scanner, yeah. Scanners have
Put
been
it through a
around for
scanner.
Scanners were around like going all the way back to the 80s, but
A decade,
yeah, I remember thinking
Decades.
Polaroids when I was a little kid were like the coolest thing ever, just
The coolest
because
shit. Do you
just
remember when they
because
came back?
you would shake them and then like the photo would just like slowly like develop like over time, like right in your hand.
And then I found out from a photographer that shaking it or blowing on it actually doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Everybody still did it.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like blowing
or
on
if
your...
anything, it can what's it called? Put stress on parts of the picture and you're not actually supposed to do it.
Which
or
would
blowing
probably
on it
explain
vapor.
why you would see like cracks in a lot of Polaroid
Those
pictures.
weird little lightning artifacts. Yeah, you weren't supposed to blow on it, or it was just time. But people are like impatient. It's like watching a like a kettle boil, right?
It's like blowing on your NES cartridge. You're actually oxidizing the
Putting
connectors.
moisture on the yeah, where you don't want. Yeah, but damn it, sometimes it worked. So
But damn it, that made us feel better when we were like 7.
right. So where were we? He runs off to set up his big heist. We find out that there is a blue chick who is sending the dinosaurs on a mission. We're gonna call her Hot Blue Vulcan or something. She's barely in the show. And we also find out there's a hot evil scientist. Lots of hot chicks in 90s cartoon. Lots of hot evil chicks in 90s cartoons.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I kind of like the scientist chick, but you prefer the blue Vulcan.
Yeah.
So the raptors are going and attacking. So I guess there's multiple bad guy
So
like associations, right?
Here's something I was confused by.
You too? Go ahead.
Here's something I was confused by. Is basically the leader of the good guys, Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty McNeil.
Scotty McBighead, yeah.
Basically tells Pteranodon guy to get off
Yeah.
the phone with Miss Cleo because they got a mission to go on. And that mission to go on...
He needed to go on to AOL. And so
That
he needed
mission-
the phone line free.
That mission to go on was to go to Area 51. But then right after that, the Raptors see a newspaper of like weekly weird news with like aliens on the front. And they're like, oh, that's actually our weather device. Oh, it's being stored at Area 51. Let's go get it. So I was confused by the fact that the good guy dinosaurs were going preemptively to Area 51 to stop the bad guys from stealing the weather device
There's
before the bad guys. There's some bad editing here.
writing going on here. I thought maybe I wasn't paying attention enough.
Me
The
too.
good guys are going to the same place, seemingly before the bad guys know that they're going there.
Literally, but before the bad guys know that their weather device that they want to bring on global warming.
So they're breaking into Area 51 to steal the global warming device.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
The scientists there, she's like, oh shit, like we're being under attack by raptors. Get the stasis ray. And then very shortly after, they see the dinosaurs show up to stop the raptors. Preemptively, seemingly they have time machine technology.
Yeah, preemptively. Yeah, that's my point. Is like the good guy dinosaurs go to Area 51 before the bad guys even realize that they need to go to Area 51 to get their like
dinosaurs, man.
Doomsday
They're
machine back.
removed from time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They're
maybe they
out
got
of
some time
time, man.
Prehistoric. Rookie, now we're making the show cooler than it actually was.
Oh, what is the catchphrase that one of them says during the intro? The theme song's actually pretty good for this show.
The theme song was pretty. It's trying very hard to be cool.
Fossilize them.
Oh, they do say let's fossilize them. Yeah. And it's like, but dinosaurs, that takes like millions upon billions of years. Hundreds of millions of years. Well, technically,
but that will eventually create oil. Yes.
Yes, I need somebody. So it's a joke to call like gasoline like a dinosaur juice.
Yeah.
But as like a kid who grew up being really interested in dinosaurs and like prehistoric shit, I always want
because
I
you
would
were a
always
child
be like,
in the 90s.
Actually, because I was a child of the 90s and I watched Bill Nye and I watched a Magic School Bus, right? It's like actually less than like 1,000th of 1% is probably animal biomass. The oil is probably all carbon mass from like jungles and forests and plants.
Yeah.
Because dinosaurs very much aren't being like covered up in mass. Most of it, if not all of it, is prehistoric jungles. So take that, society. Where were we? Oh, so the bad guys steal the global warming machine. I think it is legitimately just called the global warming machine.
The
and they get the
device.
fuck out of Area 51. The good guys, and they steal some experimental like Area 51 weapons. One of the raptors goes, whoa, and like blows a hole in the ceiling. And it covers up the dinosaurs. And then the raptors are all like, raptors, roll out. And then at
one point, the raptors are like, oh, on the way here, we stopped at blah blah's place and picked up all these bugs. And now we just happen to have this weapon that we stole at this facility that draws bugs to you.
So there's a very weird part where, the editing between episodes or something, they shoot and there are a bunch of bugs following the Triceratops guy. But it doesn't matter because they don't hinder him. So they cut some scenes. They definitely cut some stuff.
The editing in this episode is very incoherent.
Not nearly as much as what was the dinosaur show last week?
Dino Riders.
Oh, that was repeated lines, nonsensical like conversations.
Well, I think the difference between this and that show was that show basically had no like writing going on at all. It had no plot.
So none. Like, it was like a kid going, oh, and then the bad guys are here, but then the good guys say no, and then they do this, and
and
then the bad guys lose.
Then they fight, and the bad guys lose, and they're like, ah. That's all there was to the story of that episode. There is actually,
To the credit of this, I agree with you.
there
There's some
is
story here.
there is actually a plot to this episode, for better or worse. So the fact that there is a plot happening makes the incoherent editing stand out even more.
Fair, yeah, fair. So what happens? Area 51 scientist lady shoots and puts the dinosaurs, not the pterodactyl guy, because he thinks he's jinxed because
Yeah.
the psychic lied to him.
So funny enough, his friends are losing, and he thinks he's jinxed. So his solution to this is like, I'm going to help my friends out by leaving. My
And he
friends are in
flies
trouble. My friends are in trouble. I'm just going to leave because I'm jinxed, and me not being here will be best for them. And I'm like, you're literally just like fucking off on your friends here and leaving them in a sticky situation.
And indeed, he immediately goes to the psychic lady's house, and she has like a hologram machine set up. And she's like, I will say that this is his mother from beyond the grave. And it's just a picture of like a hologram of a normal like pterodactyl or pterodon. And I'm going to set up this levitating table and all this other stuff. He busts open. By the way, they
She
do a good
accidentally.
scale.
I thought it was really funny, especially since the episode doesn't hang on it whatsoever. Is like while she's on the phone with someone, she accidentally flicks a switch that makes a table start levitating and circling around the room.
So as she's lying to him in the episode, what's his name? Bullseye. As she's lying to Bullseye, it's like karma is getting her. She trips on like a magic 8-ball. Her like holograms going off. Her fake levitating like table like lands on her head. It's like she's jinxing herself by giving people like shitty like, and she's like lying. So when Bullseye comes in and like slams open the door, good job on the size differences, by the way. He's this giant, like monstrous thing, and he's like, "Hey, lady, I'm actually a dinosaur, and I'm here to get help from you." Right away, because he's so big, he's like, "Oops, I'm clumsy. It's because I'm jinxed." He like breaks all of her like fake psychic like tech. So they don't pussyfoot it like around it. They're running out of time in the episode, so they cut immediately to the chase before she can get a word. And he's like, "Hey, you're a fake."
And she's like, actually, yes. You know, I used to be psychic.
Kudos to this lady. She actually becomes important for the rest of the episode.
Surprisingly. She's like, I used to be psychic, but I lost my powers some time ago. So now, you know what? Now I'm just trying to pay the rent.
I'm just trying to pay the rent. I work for like the seedy, like shitty, like corporation. You know what, Bullseye? You're not actually jinxed. The friends, maybe the true non-jinx is the friends you leave behind at Area 51. You have it in you to not be jinxed. So like you should go and be free. And immediately, Brock kicks open the door and he's like, "Ha ha! I caught it all on tape with this listening device and also these pictures." And Bullseye's like, no, pictures, I'm a dinosaur. And she's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Like Brock, like, oh, and by the way, very good person, it's seemingly, because she's all like, "Wait, you're trying to stop the raptors, which are bad dinosaurs, and you're a group of good dinosaurs? I need to quit my job. Like, I think like like I need to be doing something good with my life too." But Brock taking all these
she calls
pictures,
up her boss. I can't remember if she does it now or at the end of the episode.
At some point, yeah.
Hilariously enough, she calls up her boss and she's like, "Yeah, you know what? I quit." She's like, "I look forward to never seeing you again," or something.
He's like,
that.
"You can't quit. You're fired." And she's all like, "I never see you again later, loser." So when Brock came in and is like taking pictures, he's like, no, you can't
You're-
like release these pictures. He's
You're
a good guy.
dinosaur, and to think I was going to use you as a gimmick to save my pathetic career.
That's a line.
That's a line.
You're a good dinosaur, and to think I was going to use you to save my pathetic career. So Brock apparently works in the same building
Yeah, just down the hall.
because they chase after him, and his dark room is literally like 15 feet away.
Yeah.
Now, here's the funny part. Did he not foresee what his downfall was going to be? Not only do they find him, and he's like, quickly develop film, and he's like trying to develop film, and part of that whole trope is it doesn't happen in any quick amount of time. They turn on the lights.
No, it takes like an hour.
They turn on the lights and ruin the pictures.
Yeah.
He's like, no. Well, at least I have my audio recordings. And this is so fucking funny.
Which
The
Bullseye
psychic lady
literally just eats.
She takes it from his hand, like just grabs it. No, no back and forth. And she throws it at Bullseye, and he goes and opens his dinosaur mouth and goes gulp and just eats it. Oh, half of their attacks are either
Eats a
headbutting.
cassette tape whole.
The whole recorder with the cassette tape in it.
Oh, I thought it was just the tape. Oh, okay.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm still gonna bring this story to Eddie
Eddie Brock, he has a actually surprisingly like well animated and like authentic looking like 3.5 inch floppy disk.
Yeah, the humans in the show are interesting. Like usually that is not the case. Usually the side characters are like very boring, or they're just here to say good job dinos or something like that. I'm interested now. I like this like weaselly little reporter guy. I like this psychic lady. I want to know more about who that blue chick alien was.
Wow, dinosaurs, you really are extreme.
You really are extreme. So the psychic seemingly now
extreme dinosaurs.
I have expected that to be a thing, especially after Denver, the Last Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Whoa, can we get like some ice creams?
This was almost a decade later, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Which is better? We shall see. So the psychic is getting her powers back as she's doing good and helping the dinosaurs. She goes with him. And throughout the rest of the episode, she helps him. Like, for instance, when she gets to Area 51,
it was something
she psychically knows the passcode.
It was something at Area 51 that was restoring her powers. The hot blue chick said something to that effect.
Oh, they said, hey, blue chick, the electromagnetic or the blah blah, some frequency.
Yeah.
Now remember, her psychic powers came back a little bit before that because she said, "Oh, Brock, I predict that you're going to be humiliated if you bring this to the public."
That's right.
Yeah. So her powers are amplified or something. She unfreezes the dinosaurs because she knows the passcode. And she frees the frozen ones who are
she's like my powers are back, and another dinosaur named T-Bone is speaking to me. They're at the 14th level down.
She psychically telepathically can communicate to the other dinosaurs, or at least T-Bone, to find out like where they are. And I'm like, oh, holy shit. Like, this lady is super psychic. She wasn't lying when she said she had powers and they left.
Yeah.
They find them. She puts in the passcode. They're like, how did you do that? And she's like, my powers. And then I think this is a hilarious fucking climax.
To me, my
the Raptors. To me, my dinosaurs. So they break them all out. To me, I just imagine if she joined the cast as their like Professor X.
That'd be awesome.
I really want to see more of this character, but we probably won't. It's
I'm sure she's just a one-off.
Yeah. So we find out that the Raptors are in a canyon nearby, and the only reason the dinosaurs know where she is because she's using remote what's it called? Remote psychic power, remote viewing. She's using like remote viewing, and she's like, I can see that there's somewhere in this canyon. So the raptors have like a Vietnam era like giant like blanket camouflage, and they're like, oh, everybody quick, get near the global warming machine and hide under this blanket so that the dinosaurs that are flying overhead don't find us. And it works a little bit until one of them spots one of the raptors' metallic like cyborg tails whipping around. Bullseye swoops down and pulls the blanket off of them.
I don't remember this at all.
And then
they were so
they go,
camouflaged that this scene
they were so camouflaged the scene removed itself from your mind.
The scene didn't register with my memory.
And then the big battle is the dinosaurs land on a slightly lower cliff and say, ha, we found you, raptors. And the raptors start throwing rocks down.
Oh yeah, there's
them.
there's the budgetary maneuver, right? From Beast Wars. Too Much Energy on our Beast Wars podcast.
And I'm like, holy shit.
Go check
is
it
this
out.
Are they doing the maximal maneuver?
Well, no, the
maneuver.
The maximal maneuver was hiding behind a rock.
Oh, hiding behind rocks.
The Predacon maneuver was
creating a landslide.
Was shooting from behind a rock.
Shooting from behind a rock or shooting rocks so they fall.
And the budgetary maneuver was dropping a rock on someone.
Which happened a lot.
Happened a lot.
So my favorite is some of them punch the rocks apart, others headbutt them. And then at one time they open their mouth and go and like crunch the rock into pieces. And I'm like, hell yeah. I love that the dinosaurs just fucking like bite things as an attack or eat cassette recorders. Eventually Bullseye has like a screech attack, and like the dinosaurs and raptors have to like close their ears. The psychic
I had to close
like,
my ears. It was
it's annoying as fuck.
It was unpleasant.
And it creates like a landslide, and the raptors are like, curse you dinosaurs, and the global warming machine falls and like breaks and lands in the canyon. And then the psychic lady's like, I'm gonna become like a good psychic now. And the dinosaurs are like, oh, prehistoric.
And then Eddie Brock
not really, but
and then Eddie
man
Brock
can dream.
Eddie Brock is on a talk show at the end of the episode being like, but there are dinosaurs. I saw them. Oh, well, where's your
like,
proof?
What proof do you have?
Oh, well, I had a tape recording, but one of the dinosaurs ate it. He just sounds like a complete like lunatic.
One of the dinosaurs ate it. You have to believe me. There are dinosaurs out there. And they're like, okay, get you off the show.
They're
and
like,
everyone
okay,
in the audience
crazy
is like,
person.
ha, ha, ha. Stupid. You're stupid. Your career's over. And he's like, no.
Nowadays, that guy would have like 5 million people believing him.
5 million people, 5 million followers, and would be invite a paid guest host to the Flat Earth conventions.
Or Turning Point USA.
Which has a resounding number. Have you heard that like there was like nobody at the last one that like JD Vance went to?
Yeah, I thought, that was pretty funny.
It was like, oh, this is what was the joke? I can't remember where I heard this, like Jon Stewart or somewhere else, but it was like, oh, it's good that they're doing COVID distancing, even if it's 6 years later. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
and they're like, all right, now time to go to the
COVID era crowd capacities.
Yeah. So then the camera zooms out and we see like the dinosaur museum and like maybe there's like a car yard or junkyard or something where they're like kind of bases.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they eat pizza or something.
Yeah, some of them.
What's their food of choice? I didn't see.
Did any of them did any of these like Ninja Turtles inspired animal, like radical animal shows? Did any of them like burritos or tacos?
Wait.
Because I feel like one of them should have.
They should have liked burritos and
Some-
tacos, like Mexican
one-
food. Yeah.
One of them should have liked tacos or burritos.
So what? So the secret sauce to like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like ripoff is you got to have them associated with liking a particular type of food that kids like, and there should have been one that liked tacos. Was there?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if
Yeah.
because I
You're
feel
watching-
like you're right, but I can't remember. Like, what did the street sharks eat other than asphalt? Other than ass.
What did they eat other than ass?
Ass and asphalt, and I'm all out of asphalt.
There's a line in The Shield where Vic Mackey is like trying to the main character Vic Mackey is trying to coerce a guy, basically like a gang member, and he drives him over to like a rival gang who are like playing basketball or something, and he rolls down. He's like, "Hey, blah blah. Buddy over here says your sister's ass tastes so sweet. He wants to know what your grandma's putting in the corn muffins."
That's quite a sentence. I can see why you would remember it. Well, on that note,
I too like corn muffins.
Siege, you just
Yes.
caught a random episode of Extreme Dinosaurs. So I have a question for you. Would you tune in next week? Oh, sorry. Would you rent again? What is our thing?
No, I would not. I'm glad we watched it. It was fun. Here's the thing. I remember this show being on
I'm glad
in
we watched it.
1997.
Yeah.
I remember it being on. I wasn't super into it, and watching it now, I had the thought, this was on in 97. I was 12.
Yeah.
If I had been 7 when this show was on, I would have fucking loved it. I would have been all about this show. But I think by the time
That is fair.
I think by the time it came around, I was just I had aged out a little too far from what it was going for.
But now, as an extreme dinosaur adult,
Now, yeah, no. I'm still gonna say no. It was fun. Listening to the voice cast, which is pretty good. Kind of a who's who of, hey, it's that guy voices.
it is a who's who, particularly in like you and I have like we interviewed Gary Chalk. We've watched tons of stuff where Gary Chalk is like voice acted, and Scott McNeil, and so very much it's all like, hey, it's that guy and everything. But like they were also kind of in everything.
Yeah.
And they were throwing everything at the wall. Get like a bunch of cool badass, give them around a theme. These guys are dinosaurs, so they're like tough guys and or something. These guys are mice. Give them motorcycles, right? Oh, these guys are sharks. Make them swim through concrete.
Make them from the streets.
Make them from the streets.
I think Biker Mice from Mars, honestly, was probably the most interesting of the like Ninja Turtle knockoffs.
I liked that more than Ninja Turtles. I did. Controversial opinion. I'm not saying they're better, but kid me liked them more.
Moto had a robot arm and a robot eye, and they all fucking rode around on motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
Like
robot arm and robot eye, dude, and was tough.
He was tough, gruff, didn't really say much, and all three of them like rode around on fucking choppers. Like, if your goal is to make something cooler than if your goal is to rip off Ninja Turtles and make it cooler, Biker Mice did that in spades. Unfortunately, Extreme Dinosaurs does not.
Unfortunately, did Moto?
What about
he
you?
Didn't wear a jacket. He wore like ammo belt. What did he?
Yeah, he had a bullet belt, and he had like
Did they all have?
Honestly, he had like kind of I didn't think about this at the time, but he has like kind of like a BDSM like harness
He has
that he
a
wears.
harness. It's a harness, right? Like it's a
Yeah.
yeah. Did they all have handkerchiefs? Because I know like Vinny, Throttle.
I think so. Yeah, Vinny and Throttle. Yeah.
Did they all?
Yeah, they wore handkerchiefs. Vinny and Throttle. Throttle wore a leather jacket, and I think Vinny wore a vest. And yeah, Moto straight up just wears like a sex harness.
Yeah. Well, so did. Hold on. Okay, so well, that's not really a sex harness. That's one of them is definitely a sex harness. The other one's like kind of
Maybe I'm just
shows
telling.
off the midriff.
Maybe I'm
They
just
all have
telling on
midriffs.
myself.
They all were showing midriff. Right?
Anyway, Cal, what about you? Would you tune in again to Extreme Dinosaurs?
All the dinosaurs shirtless and buff. Still didn't do it for me. Did any of them have sunglasses? Nope. Did any of them have a sex harness? And if anybody would have a sex harness, it should be buff, cool dinosaur dudes, right?
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Any of them should. It should be dinosaurs.
Did any of them have a robot arm?
Not one had a robot arm.
No.
Not one had cyborg guy.
I guess the main raptor bad guy, voiced by Gary himself, he had like a robot mouth.
He had like they have all got cybernetic like enhancement. The raptors look cooler than the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So this was a great like blast from the past. Like, what the hell is like a phone psychic? Why are they arguing over like using the phone? What the hell is a dark room? It is a good what's it called? Like time
Snapshot.
Time or capsule, snapshot. Yeah. Of
no pun
that
intended,
era.
since you just mentioned a dark room. But
yeah.
I feel like here's the thing is I think Extreme Dinosaurs is a product of its time, but I think it also came a few years too late.
Yes, if you had asked me what year this is from, like if I didn't know, I would say 92 to 95.
Yeah, totally. I was going to say 93.
So it's a little
like right smack in the middle there.
It's a little too late. 96, 97. Because there were things that were cooler already out, right? Like Reboot came out in 94. Beast Wars was out in 96.
Biker Mice and Street Sharks were both like 92, 93.
That much earlier?
Yeah.
Holy right.
Yeah, so this show was
in
late
comparison, this is late to the party. This looks and feels like a precursor to Biker Mice.
Mm-hmm.
And yet it followed like almost half a decade later.
Mm-hmm.
But even ignoring that, taking away the year and all of that, I don't think I would tune in again and check it out, because I feel like this was the perfect episode to watch. Like all this old tech, and it doesn't feel that old it's not that old to me. But like how much different
it's still
30
real
years.
To me, damn it.
It's still real to me, damn it. How different 30 years ago was. Like, for instance, 96 to 66 would be a 30-year difference.
Yeah.
So like 96 to 26 being a 30-year difference, you really see these like huge jumps in what cultures are doing, technology, how people communicate and all of that. And I feel like we landed on a very, very good episode. So I really, really liked the episode, but I wouldn't tune in again just because I can't really see me liking any story progression, even though I really liked the humans and everything. I feel like we landed on kind of like maybe one of the best episodes. Maybe I'm wrong and they're all bangers, but
well, you see, the reason why the progression from 96 to 26 versus 66 to 96 has been much more exponential in the in the more recent decade is because they've gotten better at reverse engineering all of that alien technology from that spaceship in Area 51.
Oh shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Like suddenly smartphones, Wi-Fi, broadband. Where would we be if it wasn't for that advanced alien tech?
Yeah. That's one. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but that's one of those conspiracy theories that I actually really want to be true. There's just a spaceship. There's a spaceship at Area 51, and scientists have been slowly reverse engineering tech from like the past like several decades. They can't crack warp drive yet. They can't figure out how that works, but they're working on it. Damn it.
Mm-hmm. We just need exotic matter. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to get it or where it comes from. But once we do, warp drive, FTL.
What about antimatter?
So some positive news, some science news for the people still listening. For the first time ever, I think it was CERN makes it and like ships it. We have moved antimatter in a truck from one location to another. It's like the most expensive like substance, like, well, of course, that like any, I don't know who bought it or what they're doing with it, but we can store.
Fuck, do you even contain antimatter, let alone move it?
Vacuums and things that like electromagnetically keep the antimatter like secluded and away from, like, because to contain it, one must use matter.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so anybody with grade 3 science, when matter and antimatter collide, they destroy each other, but create immense amounts of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like explosive, like catastrophic, like levels of energy. And antimatter was long theorized before we were able to create it, but in particle accelerators, their lifespan is so short that like they can measure it for like nanoseconds before they stop existing. And they have antimatter, in theory, can do a lot scientifically. Antimatter drives could power like interstellar ships with like great efficiency.
Yeah, that's what warp cores are powered by.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Oh, well, shit.
Warp cores in Star Trek, yeah, they're powered by antimatter.
We need to get on the replicators. I'm ready for a post-scarcity, post-capitalism society, folks.
Me too, but unfortunately we got to go through World War III first.
I forgot about that part.
Oh, and that's coming.
Certainly not in our lives, right?
I think it is supposed to start in 2028 in Star Trek canon.
You know who's near the end of their last term in office at that time, and you know who desperately wants to hold on to power?
Mm-hmm. Cheeto Dust himself.
They call him President Cheeto Dust. In the history books,
the
all
misadventures
will be revealed. All will be revealed by Mad Donald himself.
The misadventures of Cheeto Dust and Couch Fucker.
Yeah. Grab him by the pussy, Couch Fucker. Yeah.
Anyway, that was episode 157.
I don't know why I thought of Beavis and Butthead.
Of the Blockbrothers show. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/lazorcomb, LAZORCOMB. Starting at the $5 tier, you get access to our bonus weekly Patreon exclusive podcast, the Callum Siege Super Show. You like all the like off-topic banter we went on during this episode? Well, it's more than that. It's more of that, I should say.
And more personal.
And more personal, yeah. At the $10 tier, you get that. You get the occasional commentary track. We just did one recently for 1995's Judge Dredd. We're going to be doing one for Demolition Man pretty soon here.
Best one we've ever done.
Totally, yeah. I'm looking forward to doing Demolition Man. We should do
Me
that.
too.
I think we should take, because you're going to be going away for like half of the month of May. I think we should just
That's right.
pause this podcast for the month of May and maybe just do a commentary track or two for the first couple of weeks.
We could do that. Yeah.
Yeah. The first couple of weeks that you're still here.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Also at the $10 tier, you get to pick a show for us to review a random episode of on this very podcast. So if you want to get in on that, go to patreon.com/lasercomb. Join the Discord, link in the description. As always, best way to interact with us. We will be back next week with the final installment of 30 Days of Dinos. And to figure out what
dinos.
we're going to be capping things off with a classic, legendary series. But one weirdly that you never really see or hear about anymore, even though it was a pop culture juggernaut in its heyday.
Absolutely, like everyone our age, our generation and the two older generations, like undeniably have probably watched dozens of these episodes.
The series premiere for the show we're about to cover had like 30 million viewers.
How is that possible? Really? Are you sure?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
30 million? It was like probably the population of Canada at the time.
Let's see. Oh, 28.4 million.
So basically, yeah.
That's just
rounding
that's just US viewers too. US Nielsen ratings.
Holy Lord. Wow. Okay.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
The show we're going to be talking about next week is Dinosaurs. Pop culture juggernaut in the early 90s. To figure out what episode we are going to watch, I'm going to share the screen and hit share. Not in a Ike Turner kind of way. I'm just going to press the share button. This is a stupid joke. How many episodes? It's 65 episodes. Okay, I'm going to go to the random number generator. One random number between 1 and 65. And here we go. Where it stops, only the Ice Age knows. 37. We did it.
We freaking did it.
37. Episode 37 of Dinosaurs.
We did it, folks. 37 in a row.
That is a season 3 episode. Season 3, episode 8, License to Parent, which had a viewership of 20.1 million viewers. Wow. Not going to read that synopsis because I don't want to know anything going into it.
Exactly.
We'll be back next time with that. And until then, I've been The Siege, one of your hosts.
And I'm NeoCal, your other host.
Thanks for listening. We will extreme your dinosaurs next time.
Or fossilize you later, raptors, or whatever they say.